Okay, we bought us a new plane, Cessna Longitude. Went ahead and found a nice $45 million loan at 1.5% interest. Yeah. Paid the old interest off, or the old loan off. Now we have 3 planes, and I think it's time to do the check ride for a jet. So let's do this.
Transporter, you
It
must
worked that
complete
time.
this mission to be allowed to use this category of aircraft in our company. First step, let's start your engines according to the aircraft procedure.
Okay, we are dialed up. Let's take a look outside. Here is our new plane, the Cessna Longitude. Looking good. Livery number 1. So let's do this check ride. Lots of toys in this one. Of course, we gotta get rid of these. Okay, let's make sure everything works. Okay, the first thing we do is get our power going.
Oral warning, okay.
Okay. Now, we gotta make sure our fuel is on. Booster pumps, normal, fuel on. Let's go
Pause
above.
system test, okay.
Okay, let's do our recognition and pulse. Have our taxi and our landing lights on. Anti-collisions will go on. And okay, that's all we needed to do for upstairs. Pretty much the same dash as we're used to, but we do have to fire engines up one at a time, and we're going to do that right here. So switch that to on and start. Starting engine number 1. We don't have power. So what I'm going to do is turn that on. We're going to start our GPU. This will give us power. Now we're using a little generator in the tail of the plane to supply us power. And we can see engine number 2 spooling up.
TAWS system test, okay.
Okay. So I'm going to watch my N2 percentage come up to about 58%, then it'll do the final ignition on that jet engine and it'll start. There's 55, 6, 7, 8, and pause and ignition. There we go. Okay, we got a start on that engine. Now I bring our N percentage down. Okay, let's start number 2. Turn ignition on and starter. See our N2 numbers coming up. All these numbers are steady now. Here's our fuel supply. We're topped off on fuel.
Now that engine runs, taxi to the runway. Don't exceed 25 knots while taxiing.
Roger.
Align with the runway and takeoff.
Pretty much the same check ride as we've been doing on the others, so should be nothing new. Okay, there's our 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, pause and fire. Okay, we got both engines. Everything is good here. Now we can go ahead and shut our GPU off. Okay, our power is off. Now we are just supplying. There's our battery. Shut our ignition off. Okay. Got all blue. Can't see much in this plane. We are partitioned off. Pretty much the same. Little toys as our TBM. Okay. Our field elevation is 650, so let's go ahead and put in 1,700 feet to start off with. Now we got 3 screens. These 2 screens are the same, and here's the other one, so this is where I change a lot of my information. Turn my speed all bugs on. We're just gonna be VFR right now, so we'll turn that on. Turn my win option to 3 as usual. Okay, that's good on that one. We're good on this one. I'll just bring that in. Okay, let's see what they have to tell us. Okay, Bazatus.
Kilo Bravo Alpha Zulu, airport information, India 2200 Zulu. Wind 206 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 6,500 feet broken. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.38. Visual runway 17 in use. Landing and departing runway 17. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have India.
Okay, we have India. Let's go to ground.
Bravo Alpha Zulu, airport information, India 2200.
We'll do a straight out departure.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo ready to taxi departing straight out with India.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taxi to and hold short of runway 17 via taxiway Delta Charlie cross runway 13. Contact tower on 127.05 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 17 using taxiway Delta Charlie cross runway 13 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, let's bring my airport. Okay, we're taking off of 17. So they want us to... Yeah, my sectional here isn't matching up to what they want us to do. Okay, we are good. Let's taxi to runway 17. Okay, brakes off. Everything is set. We'll just try not to run over these trucks. Okay, we're gonna do 2 notches of flaps for this takeoff. Okay, we've been given permission to cross runway 13.
Tower Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo ready for departing straight out at runway 17.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo altimeter 30.38 wind 206 at 10. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 17.
Okay, we're cleared for takeoff. Do my heading bug. Okay, my brakes are set. I'm gonna go ahead and set my takeoff power. I can't go all the way or I'll redline.
Tango Echo Romeo, did you hear my last transmission?
Yep.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
So now I'm watching my N2s. Got to get them green right there. Okay, we're gonna take off. There's our rotate. Tap the brakes. Gear coming
We are
up.
now in the air. Remember that here at NeoFly we have to take care about our cargo and passengers. Don't bank or pitch too much for the entire flight. Now climb to 3,000 feet AGL.
Okay, we gotta come back immediately on the throttles or we're going way too fast. We're already doing 200 knots at climbing 3,000 feet. So AGL, 3,000 feet AGL.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Copy.
Tower Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo frequency change.
See how easy it is to overspeed. We're doing 280 knots. So we're busting the speed limit right now. Need to go up just now trying to find the altitude is the hardest part here. Because we're at 3,000 feet AGL and they're still not talking to us, so.
Now do a U-turn. Remember to watch your bank angle.
Okay, we've established, I think that's where they want us. Okay, same on this plane as the other. We got a bank angle restriction, so we can keep that pretty a half at angle for our bank. And let's do a 180-degree turn at this altitude.
Now climb to 9,000 feet AGL, maintain the same heading.
Okay, let's do 9,000 feet. So I'm thinking they're going to want us right around the 9,900 apparently. And we will climb out in speed. And it's working this time. I'm going to lower my speed, keep my power setting. So I want to climb out at 200 knots. I'm not increasing any power on our plane at all. I'll increase just a little bit. We're only at 44% power right now, 45. I'll bring us up to 50% power. That just shows you how much power we have in these jets, because it's idling at 10 to 20%. And we are right at 50%, and we are plugging right along 200 knots and climbing at 800 feet. And we broke the speed limit so quick. Looks like everything's working better this time. I used my landing gear knob and nothing shorted on us like it did last time. We're climbing by airspeed. It's working. It didn't work last time, so I think we're doing good. And I can be doing this a lot quicker, but the altitude is so hard to pin on this, what they ask us. I don't want to blow through and it'll bust us. So we'll just take her easy, slow and steady. I can even climb a little higher, drop it down to 195 or 190. I'll climb and then level off. Man, this looks really good outside. Nice. Better start paying attention. Quit getting selfies and fly the plane. Here's our airport right there that we just took off from. We definitely want to get north of the, because we'll be landing 17 also, so we'll go out here, get north of the airport, do our 360-degree turn, and then we'll have to lose a bunch of altitude and come in for a touch and go 17. So we can just take our time, fly out here, get north of the airport. And I could even set up a procedure to land. We'll see if we want that or not. We might just do a visual landing and not mess with the... Okay, coming up about a little less than 2,000 feet to go. Okay, we should be getting close. There's 9,000 feet AGL, but they're not talking to us yet, so... Okay, now that we've done our climb, I'll bring back our throttle. Go back down to 45, 43%. We are fully loaded with fuel, so we are quite heavy. Okay, there's 43%. Now we'll just wait for them to give us command on what to do. falling off a little bit. A little more throttle. And of course they're not talking to us, so I will go to 10,000 feet. And they're still not talking to us. Go up another 1,000 foot. Not quite sure.
Now fly a complete circle and maintain the exact same altitude.
Okay, we need to lock in 10,300 foot. We've let our speed bleed off, so I'm going to add a little speed here because now we're going to be doing a bank turn. And we are quite slow. We do got an extra gauge on here that we don't have. It's called the angle of attack. And you can see it right here. This is normal. We were going so slow that the plane was actually pitching up, causing more drag, makes the plane even fly slower. So now that I've bumped my speed up, the nose comes down. Okay, they want us to do a 360, holding that altitude. Let's do this. There's a big city down there. Must be Austin. Got a lot of air traffic. And there we are, just flying circles. Okay, we're just cruising around in a circle here. Let's see what procedure we have. Approach, RNAV 17, transition, Sheppy. Okay, Sheppy, we're going to come in at 3,100 feet. Let's go ahead and load and activate that. Okay, I have my approach put in for runway 17. Now we are above the 10,000 feet, so we can go faster. We don't have to worry about that. We're doing 279, so we are speeding now, but that's legal. We're 400 feet above, so to Sheppy, we want to be at 3,100 feet to ask it. Okay, we're coming up on our heading to rollout.
Now go back to departure airport, align with the runway and do a touch and go. A landing vertical speed higher than -400 feet per minute will not allow you to pass the qualification.
Okay, business as usual. Gonna throttle back. Gonna drop us to 3,100 feet. Okay, we're gonna basically go to an idle. We're at 28% on our N1. The numbers are so small they're hard to read, but this is when it's very hard to slow these planes down because we're so... I'll try to get lower. Let's see if we can get a hold of tower. little too far away, which I shouldn't be. Okay, we're 230. Well, it worked last time. Let's try this. Now that I want it to work, it probably won't. Yeah, I was afraid of. My hell, where are you? Okay, Baz, finally. Let's request a touch and go, please.
Tower Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo is 27 miles north, 3,900 feet with India touch and go.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Tower. Altimeter tree 0.39er wind com make straight in runway 17.
Okay, straight in 17.
Runway 17 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, now we're at altitude. Now we'll just get our speed to go. Now our flap speeds are a lot different now. First notch of flaps we can do at 250. Second notch at 230. Landing gear can go down at 230. Full flaps at 180. So we're going to go ahead and do one notch of flap right now. And
Landing gear.
yep. Okay, I'm just shallowing up my approach to get on my nav line here. I don't want to do a too abrupt, sharp corner like it shows us. Weehaw! Nice little turbulence. Our approach isn't going to work this time, so.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Okay, flaps down, landing gear down. Now we got to create some thrust here. Okay, there's our runway. I'm just going to go ahead and fly this in by hand. Do a touch and go. Okay, our approach speed, we want to...
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo, wind calm, clear touch, and go left traffic runway 17.
Okay, left traffic 17, clear to land.
Clear touch and go runway 17 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, we're going to be approaching at 155 knots. A lot faster than we're used to. Okay, 3 in the green, flaps down, power set. Going in for a touch and go, runway 17. It's been a while since I've had a jet in my hands. A little bit different. Can't even fly my Cessna this fast wide open. I have no approach lights yet, so I don't know if I'm on the glide slope. It shows me I'm way low on the glide slope, but approach speed's good.
Five
500 AGL above ground. Approach speed's good. 3 in the green. We are landing. Well, touch and go, I should say. I don't see any reason why we can't.
Well done. You can now fly traffic pattern and do your final landing.
Flaps up. 1 notch anyway. Gear up.
Landing gear. Stall.
No.
Stall.
Okay. So far, so good. We're going to climb back up to 3,100 feet again. This time we'll come in for a full stop. I kind of lost my center line on that last one. It's my bad. Okay, let's slow her down. Still got 1 notch of flap out, so we're good at 250 to 230. We're below 230, so I can drop my 2nd notch anytime. But when I put my flaps down, that they will tell me to put my gear down, so we'll just cruise. Out, and we'll line up for a full stop landing this time, runway 17. Let's see what our buddy has to say about that.
Tower Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo 3,100 feet to land.
Oh, and I
Cessna
did.
Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo Tower. Altimeter tree 0.3, 6 wind calm, fly left traffic runway 17.
Well, I screwed
Enter
up.
left traffic runway 17 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
I did a right right pattern instead of a left pattern. I should have turned left and right, but oh, they're not gonna yell at me. They should, but they won't.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo wind calm, cleared to land runway 17.
Cleared to land runway 17 Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Okay, got our clearance. We're just gonna extend our downwind a little bit. Okay, another
Landing
flap.
Landing gear.
Gear down. Now we're gonna want that magic 155 speed again. Okay, there's 180 knots. There's our last notch of flap. Now we want to just maintain that approach speed. And we're going to fly it by hand from now on. Okay, runway 7, we got 3 green full flaps, power set, everything is good. Got our good approach speed, a little high.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink.
500.
Don't sink, 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 don't sink,
Wow.
don't sink.
Well done. Now taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
It's kind of ugly, real ugly. Can't seem to get the center line today.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo exit runway when able.
Gotta work on that.
Cessna Tango Echo Romeo contact ground on 120.175.
Copy, copy. Acknowledge.
120.175 for Cessna Tango Echo Romeo. Ground Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taxi to parking.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo Echo Tango Echo Romeo taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Cross Runway Tree 1 Alpha Charlie Delta.
Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Cross Runway Tree 1 Alpha Charlie Delta Cessna Tango Echo Romeo.
Well, them weren't two of my best landings in the world. I did not have the center line, and I was way long. But we were on the ground. We passed the check ride, so now I just need more seat time in this to get used to it. Been flying too small of planes. I'll get it back quickly. Alright, we're gonna find a place right here in front of this hangar. We'll call it quits. Looking good. Oh yeah. Alright. We'll stop gawking. And now we need to shut it down. So open that up and shut that up.
Congratulations, you passed your qualification. Have a nice day.
I will. You do the same. Okay. Everything is shut down nicely. Shut our batteries off. And we're done. That wasn't the best one in the world, but we passed, so I wanted to do that today before it got dark. Maybe in the morning we'll just take this bad boy off early in the morning and fly to the East Coast, Bahamas or something to go buy another plane. Got a really good loan for this, so there's only 1.5% interest, so Boom, look at that. We only got 2 more qualifications left. There's this loan that I took out for $45 million. Bought the Cessna for 9.4. Paid off our loan for 2.5 mil, and then put the additional on there, so we only actually have a loan for 17 million, but we still have 6 million, so we could even put more on that. Let's just put 6 mil on it. That's good enough. So 11 million. We got 381,000 left in the bank, and we are going to start making some money now, because we can start doing some very like medium haul $300,000 trips now. So we got VIPs wanting to go up into the east. We got a VIP that wants to go to Alaska. That'll pay us $362,000 to fly him to Alaska. And that's just a medium haul. We get to a long haul, and we can fly into France, Germany, Portugal, Monaco. We can even go clear over here into the Middle East. And that'll pay us, the biggest money maker right now is Kazakhstan. Pay us $831,000 for that one. Would have to stall up and fuel. That's 6,400 miles. It's a little much, but I've done them before. But we will find out what to do next, because we got all kinds of options now. We've got planes everywhere. TBM, the Beach Baron still, and now we got us a jet. So, well, appreciate you riding along. We got a check ride now. We can start flying some jets when we want to. So, probably see you in the morning for a VIP flight somewhere in a jet. Have a good evening. See you next time. Bye.